So the first rule is called why. So this works great at general meetings, but Christmas, holidays, Thanksgiving, family dinners. Usually there's some racist aunt or uncle or someone who says problematic things all the time when they've had a couple too many sips. Now in the past, we might just laugh at that a little bit and hope that they stop. That's usually the reaction. We're like, good, okay, great. But what I want us to do instead is ask the question why. Like, hey, Uncle Racist, like don't say that, because that's probably not going to be a good starting place for someone to listen. But in your mind, you know what you're saying. So you say, listen, I don't understand why you said that joke. You know, for me, it felt very problematic, and I'm just curious why you thought it was okay to say that. And then just be quiet, just like sales. Alternate choice them and shut up and let them answer, right? And so they usually, by the way, they're not going to be like, thank you, Jesse. Man, I didn't know, now I know, and now I'm cured. That's not going to happen. Let's not expect that reaction. Usually, we'll get defensive. And we'll be like, calm down, you know, it's just joking. Don't be such a snowflake. Just making some jokes, mean no harm. And then again, you can just say, I just felt that it was inappropriate, and I don't think it's something you should say. That's enough. Because enough people say that, the environment changes, right? I mean, I don't know if you watch reruns of Friends season 1, the stuff that was okay. And you're like, wow, we just watched this and didn't even know. But the environment changed so much that we are now sensitive enough to see how problematic certain things are. And that's because we've talked about them, we bring them up. So in the same way, you say, why? Hopefully, more people say that, and one time will be the time where they're like, this is no longer appropriate. It's just like a stand-up comic. If they tell a joke and they get crickets, they don't use that joke anymore. You know, they scratch it off their set list. Like if I were to tell a joke and nobody laughed at all, but if I did, yes. One day I won't work, and I'll scratch it off my set list. That's exactly it. We don't even want to give them a little chuckle, because it's like, oh, I have to rework my material. No, it's just bad, problematic material. That's that first one. Why? Second one, the friend zone. Friend zone is another good rule. This one happens more along the lines when you don't know the person, strangers. You don't know who they are, but you're seeing someone be verbally accosted, possibly. And usually, I don't know if some of us have been in this position, we're getting abused verbally or some problematic behavior in a public space, and even though it's crowded, we feel like we're by ourselves because everyone else just has their head in their phone, hoping that it's just going to go away, and you really feel like there's no one there to support or to be an ally. In this version, I want to change that, where our focus goes to the person being affected. Don't worry about the wild man or lady over here saying this stuff. Safety is always key, but bring your attention over there and be like, listen, hey, my name is Jesse. I really like your shoes. Don't worry about what this person is saying. They're not speaking on behalf of the whole bus, the whole group, the whole this. And just take the wind out of the sails. The power dynamic changes really quick. You do that, someone else does that. Now there's this lonely island person talking to nobody because there's no attention there. And then the last one is called get the lettuce out. Get the lettuce out would be this idea where I'm at my hotel getting changed into this drip, as my kids would say, and I think I look good, and then I go and have a bite of a sandwich, a little BLT. I get here, I meet Brenda, I smile, a big piece of lettuce in my teeth. Now, if Brenda and I are really friends, she has to tell me about the lettuce in my teeth, or it is friends off. I think that's a universal rule, yes? Okay, so if she doesn't, then I'm walking around with lettuce in my teeth. But let's pretend that lettuce in my teeth is a problematic statement, a racist joke, sexist joke. Now, my friend knows me well enough to know that's not who I really am, but oftentimes I don't want to rock the boat and say those things because we don't want to mess up that little friend social environment. But nay to that, I say yes, you do, because you would want someone to tell you if you were about to make some problematic jokes that are going to harm other folks. So we take it upon ourselves in our close relationships to get the lettuce out of our friends' teeth. If they're about to say something, yes, jump in, because I would assume you'd want them to do the same for you and become somewhat of a team game. So those are those fun little takeaway rules.